Invitation from Australia. I looked out the airplane window. It was the year 1989. I anticipated this moment often in my dreams, but now it was real. In the middle of a city, a river widened to a lake and then merged into the ocean. I saw terracotta rooftops and lush plants surrounding them. This city was my birthplace, and for the first time, I had seen it. Ladies and gentlemen, we've been cleared for landing. Cabin crew, please be seated for arrival. Look, the river, said a girl behind me in an Australian accent. She reminded me of my teacher Roger back in Taiwan. Roger had taught me everything I knew about English. The plane touched down. Welcome to Perth Airport. The local time is 1 p.m. and the temperature is 34 degrees Celsius. Please be seated until we arrive at the gate. I was excited. This trip came as a surprise to me and provided an opportunity to meet my birth mother, whom I had never met before. In the arrival hall, a man held up a sign with my name. G'day, Ms. Vanessa? Yes, welcome to Australia. We stepped outside into the hot air and then into a shiny silver car. We passed homes with beautiful gardens. I saw roses as big as my face and in all kinds of colors. The man dropped me off at a hotel in East Perth. At the entrance, the bellhop greeted me and took my luggage. I looked around the lobby. It was beautifully decorated with many flowers. How generous, I thought. The TV studio lets me stay in this luxurious hotel. I wish my parents could be here with me. In my room, I sat on the bed and pulled out the schedule for tomorrow's TV interview. 8:30 a.m., depart from hotel. 8:45 a.m., arrival at studio. 9:30 a.m., rundown of interview. 11 a.m., show starts. It was now 3 p.m. What should I do for the rest of the day? From my pocket, I pulled out a piece of paper with my birth mother's phone number. The telephone rang. Surprised, I picked up the phone. Hello? Vanessa? Roger, how did you know that I was already at the hotel? I've already tried to call you a few times. Did you get in well? Yes, everything was wonderful. Congratulations for your interview. You deserve it. Thanks. I'm so excited to share my story, and I will be on TV. Did you call her? My birth mother? No. I'm thinking I better wait until after the interview. I paused to collect my thoughts. You know, I want to tell her how much I appreciate that she brought me to life, but I also worry that she thinks I hate her. It's so overwhelming. I'm afraid if I talk to her, I'll start crying, and then my eyes will be all red and swollen during the interview. You do whatever feels right. I will. Enjoy your trip. Call me if you need anything. I'm at the goose farm. Thanks, Roger. I turned on the TV. My thoughts wandered to my birth mother, and I wondered how I should talk to her. I forced myself to act like an adult, which gave me more courage. Anyway, I was 20 years old. I turned off the TV and walked into the lobby. Taxis lined up at the main door. I gave an address to one of the drivers. On the road, he adjusted the mirror a few times to get a good look at me. What a pretty blonde girl. Are you going to see your boyfriend? The driver asked in an Australian accent. Without waiting for my answer, he asked, What's your name? Vanessa. I stared outside the window, slightly uncomfortable. The driver realized that he crossed the line and said simply, "Nice." We drove for 10 minutes without exchanging a word. Then he stopped. "Here we are," he said. "South Bay, number 485. G'day." I looked out the window at the apartment building. A concrete staircase with a rusty handrail led to the second floor, and rusty iron railings enclosed the upper floor balconies. Should I go up the staircase and ring the bell? I thought. I felt my previous hesitancy returning. The driver noticed my hesitation, and he frowned. "What's the matter, young lady? Don't you have money?" "No, it's not that. I'll pay you, but do you mind waiting a bit?" "Sure, no problem." He turned off the engine. Maybe if I wait, I thought, she'll come out and I won't have to knock. That might be easier. We both looked at the door to 485. It remained shut. "Ah, you are young," he said in his Australian accent. "Don't get stuck on one thing. You will meet lots of men. A pretty blonde girl like ya? No need to worry. It's not my boyfriend who lives here. It's my birth mother whom I've never met." My eyes started to tear up, and I wanted to cry but held it in. "I am so sorry to hear that. Are you okay?" asked the driver. "For the first time in my life," I answered, "I feel like an orphan. Both my adopted parents passed away." I did not want to start crying, so I distracted myself by tidying up my purse. "I can tell you have a story. Tell me, where did you grow up?" "I grew up in Taiwan." "So you come all the way from Thailand?" He put his arm on the passenger seat and turned to face me. "No, not Thailand. Taiwan. The island Formosa." He scratched his head. "Oh, Taiwan. Of course. I see. What does Formosa mean?" "It means beautiful. Beautiful island." "I remember seeing many things made in Taiwan," the driver said. "My son just got a computer made in Taiwan. Is Taiwan a high-tech country?" "I think so, but Taiwan changed a lot. In the 70s, Taiwan was the second fastest growing economy in Asia. I remember in my childhood many things were different." And my thoughts drifted to my childhood, back on my parents' goose farm.